Test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. Good evening, Turks and Caicos. This is Holly Hamilton coming to you live at the Turks and Caicos Islands Airports Authority with an update on Hurricane Melissa. So now, as we can see here on the infrared satellite imagery, Hurricane Melissa is beginning to exit. The core of Hurricane Melissa is beginning to come off of Jamaica and then continue on this easterly track towards the southeastern Cuba. Now, Hurricane Melissa is still a very dangerous major hurricane. It's now a Category 4 hurricane, um, and it's anticipated to impact Cuba still as an extremely dangerous major hurricane. So, looking at the 5 o'clock advisory, the forecast track based on the 5 o'clock advisory, we see this is the current location of the eye of Hurricane Melissa. The maximum sustained winds, as I said earlier, has dropped down to 145 miles per hour, but that's still a significantly powerful hurricane at Category 4. It's moving north-northeast at 8 miles per hour and is currently roughly about 419 miles south-southwest of Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands. The Turks and Caicos Islands still remain under a tropical storm warning. And a tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected anywhere in the warning area within the next 36 hours. So, as I said earlier, the Hurricane Melissa is expected to turn towards the northeast with an increase in forward speed. So, it'll start to move faster this evening, followed by faster northeastward motion on Wednesday, so tomorrow and Thursday. Now, um, there has been a slight change in the intensity prediction. Um, if you were watching the press briefing earlier today, we would have been I would have indicated that the projections were suggesting that Melissa would come off of Cuba as still a strong hurricane, potentially a strong Category 2 hurricane. Now, based on the National Hurricane Center official forecast, they are predicting that it could actually come off of Cuba and pass over the southeastern Bahamas still as a major hurricane at a Category 3 on the Saffir-Simpson scale. So now we're contending with a stronger storm potentially um, coming off of Cuba tomorrow. And we're still looking at potential impact time around Wednesday midday or early afternoon for the Turks and Caicos Islands in terms of when we can expect to start experiencing tropical storm conditions. Tropical storm conditions, as I would have said, or tropical storm force winds, I would have said earlier today, range from 39 to 73 miles per hour. And then the gusts could actually be stronger than that. So those are definitely not good conditions to be out uh, in terms of, the squally weather. You would be getting showers and gustiness off and on during the day. We anticipate that the weather will deteriorate more in the evening and then going into Thursday morning. And then as the storm proceeds out I can zoom out here so we can see. So this is early 2 a.m. Thursday morning. We're looking at the eye of the hurricane being northwest, sorry, of the Turks and Caicos Islands. And then by 2 p.m. Thursday afternoon, even further up. So by late Thursday, the weather conditions should be improving. So here, just a look at the rainfall forecast again. We see that most of the Turks and Caicos Islands are now out of the green, which would have been the 1 to 2 inches of rain, but still Providenciales, North Caicos in that 1 to 2 inches of rain. So with that, we're predicting total rainfall amounts of about 1 to 3 inches across the Turks and Caicos Islands. And due to the fact that we would be on the outer band side of the system, So again, we would more like that will come in squally conditions. Excuse me. The shifting to the last tab here. Oh my. Bring this up a little bit larger for the key messages. So the center of Melissa, as I would have said, is emerging off of the northern coast of western Jamaica. The tropical warning still remains in effect for the Turks and Caicos Islands. So with that, residents in the Turks and Caicos Islands should rush to complete all preparations for tropical storm conditions beginning Wednesday midday through Thursday. Hurricane Melissa could still be a major hurricane when it moves over across the southeastern Bahamas. So with that tropical storm conditions, significant storm surge and heavy rainfalls is expected in Turks and Caicos Islands on Wednesday. We're expecting 1 to 3 inches of rain across the Turks and Caicos Islands. Heavy rains can produce localized flooding of roads, properties, and communities. Storm surge could be 2 to 4 feet above the normal dry ground, and that can result in coastal flooding. So, like I would have talked about earlier today, with potential coastal flooding across low-lying areas, and those areas would be highlighted on those storm surge maps that would have been issued today by the DDME. And those areas also would have been mentioned by Her Excellency the Governor. So areas such as Chalk Sound, Five Keys, Juba Sound, so forth. Make sure you go and look on the DDME pages for those maps and also the areas. If you are in any of those areas and you feel like you are not going to be safe with the projected storm surge and also with the potential of rainfall flooding, um, it is advised that you move to safer ground from those areas. And then as well, swells generated by Melissa are expected to produce high seas, dangerous surf, and life-threatening rip currents, with wave heights reaching to 6 to 10 feet on Wednesday into Thursday. So we definitely do not want persons going on the beaches, on the coastlines, and definitely not going into the waters. So with that, Turks and Caicos, you have a restful night tonight. Please adhere to the shelter in place advisories. Keep following the Turks and Caicos Islands National Weather Service and also the Department of Disaster Management and Emergencies for updates on Hurricane Melissa. And we will see you tomorrow. So just stay ready, be prepared, and keep safe.